Welcome to the channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to create this beautiful circular bar chart from scratch and step by step. The design is inspired by a fauna Pokemon species infographic by Raphael Battoglia. To build this chart, we'll use Canva for the layout and overall design. Canva has a wide variety of elements and tools that make infographic design super easy. For the chart itself, we'll be using Charticulator, a powerful tool for creating custom charts and graphs. Alright, let's jump in. First, let's get our data ready. I've prepared a simple CSV file with job listing updates across European countries. It includes various professions along with the number of listings for each one. Feel free to use your own data or follow along with mine. Just make sure your file is saved in CSV format. I'll leave a link to the sample data in the description. Next, let's jump into Charticulator. It's a free tool developed by Microsoft's research team, and it's perfect for creating professional-looking charts and graphs. Now, there are plenty of other tools you could use, like D3.js, Python, or even Excel, but I found Charticulator to be one of the easiest and most flexible options for designing eye-catching visualizations. The best part? It's completely free and doesn't require any sign-up. Stay tuned, because I'll be using this tool in several upcoming information design projects. Alright, let's launch Charticulator. Let's start by importing our dataset into Charticulator. Once that's done, go ahead and click Done to proceed. Now that our data is loaded, you'll see all the columns displayed here. This section is the glyph editor. It shows a visual representation of a single data row. Over here, we have the chart canvas and the attributes panel. And up top, you'll find the graphical toolbar with all the design tools we'll be using. First, let's select the rectangle shape from the markers in the toolbar. Then, click on Plot Segment 1 and set the stacking direction to the y-axis in the canvas editor. Now, the length of each rectangle will represent the number of job postings, so let's drag that field into the glyph editor and drop it just below the bar shape. Next, we'll sort the bars from largest to smallest to make the chart easier to read. At this point, we've got a basic vertical bar chart. But since we're aiming for a circular bar chart, let's bring in the circular scaffold and drag it onto the canvas like this. Now that we've got the basic circular shape, let's rotate it slightly. You can also tweak it to form a half circle if you prefer. And finally, let's reduce the size of the inner circle to create a tighter ring. Great! Now let's add a bit of style to our chart. Click on Shape and select the color you'd like to use for the bars. Next, let's increase the spacing between the bars for a cleaner look. Set the gap to around 20%. That should give it a nice visual balance. Alright, let's add the data labels now. Drag the text marks onto the chart. Drop it in front of the bar. Next, adjust the anchor point and text placement until the labels are positioned perfectly for clarity. Now, let's style the data labels. And set the font size to 14 point. And also select Georgia for the font type. And change the font color to white. Next, let's clean up the numbers a bit. Remove the decimals and add a K to represent the thousands. Now that we've completed the basic chart, it's time to export it. Go ahead and select Export and choose SVG as the file format. Now let's open Canva and start a new design using the presentation layout. We'll name the project Circular Bar Chart. Add a background color. And insert a title for your infographic. Next, upload the chart we created in Charticulator and place it onto the canvas. Adjust the bar colors for better contrast. I'll go with this yellow shade. Finally, bring in the legend and position it where it fits best. Try to make it align exactly with the bars. We can also draw attention to individual data points. We can't highlight individual data points directly on the chart, but we can draw attention to the largest segment. For example, transport workers, which accounts for 9% of the data. To do this, insert a text box and add 9% in a large font as a visual callout. Then, add another text box with the caption, "Transport workers' share of all job listings," and format it a bit. Now, let's add the legend image. Insert a circular shape first, give it a yellow background, and add a white border. Next, let's bring in some icons. For the first category, clerical support, copy the label and search for a suitable icon in the Elements tab. Let's go with the one I like. Repeat the same process for the other categories. Canva has a wide range of icons you can choose from to match each one. Since the steps are the same, I'll go ahead and copy the rest of the icons to save you time. And here it is, a clean, beautiful infographic created with Canva and Charticulator. If you found this tutorial helpful, subscribe and stay tuned. I'll be sharing more step-by-step information design tutorials regularly. In the next video, we'll design this beautiful information map using Flourish and Canva. So hit subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.